What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. This is a video I've kind of been wanting to do for a while because it's kind of a cool story as to how I ended up with this car. And believe it or not, I sold an S13 and kept a Honda. Yeah, I'm that guy. So how the story goes is when I was either 14 or 15, I bought my first car, which was a 92 240 SX hatch. Super clean, no rust, dents, none of that stuff. Car was absolutely mint. I mean, like, gorgeous. And I had planned for the 240 to be my, project, my just, kind of do whatever car. I had a lot of plans for it. At one time I had 4 different motors sitting in my garage for it, but I just never, fully committed to the build and went through with it. And about a year or two later, I was 15 or 16. No, I was 15. I bought this thing and ended up absolutely falling in love with it and sold my 240 to just keep the Civic and kind of fund the build for this, which I've owned the car for about 9 years, almost 10 years, and it's been like a total work in progress, ever since the day I brought it home. And it's never crossed my mind to, sell the car or anything like that. Like, I absolutely adore this car. This is a car me and my wife went on our first date in. This car literally means the absolute world to me. It's literally my most prized possession, and I would do anything to have to avoid selling it if it ever came to that. Like, probably off my kidneys and all that shit. Now here's a couple pictures. This is literally the day I bought the car. Now I'm gonna warn you, it's ugly, but it ran good, but it was ugly. So brace yourselves. Now the story on the car itself as to how I ended up with it was I was 15 and I needed something, that I could drive to school and stuff like that. And, like I said before, once I bought this, I ended up selling my S chassis to keep this. But I found it online and it was on the complete opposite side of the state from me. And the car, it needed a battery and something else I can't remember, but I told the guy if he threw a battery in it and brought it to me, I'd give him a little extra money, which he did. And it was super cool because I remember I was so excited, literally just staring out the window, waiting for the car to show up, because ever since the first Fast and Furious movie, when I seen Hector's like goldish color one, I absolutely just fell in love with the body style and knew that one day I would just have to have one. And so the guy, brings the car, of course I absolutely fall head over heels for it. And there's things wrong with it, but, I was a young kid. I didn't give a single fuck about any problem at all. I was just thrilled because I had an EG hatch, and I had always wanted one, like I said, and it turned into a relationship, I guess, that you just can't really explain to somebody else. I just absolutely adore the car. The guy had plexiglass rear windows because the guy before me blew them out with speakers. Another cool thing is, in the guy's ad for the car, he said that you had 2 hours to have interest in the car or he was going to take it to the scrapyard and junk it, because he had other projects going on and just didn't really care for the car anymore and didn't really want to keep it. So he was ready to send the car to the scrapyard, which I wasn't going to let that happen. So like I said, he brought the car to me. The roof was dented in and held water, and the day after I got it, I laid in the back seat with my feet up and pushed the dent out. It's got typical Honda rot. I mean, the car's not mint by any means at all, but I don't care, man. I literally would not trade this car for the world. Like I said, it's a car I met, you know, me and my wife, we went on our very first date in it. You know, I've been all over the state in this car, and I absolutely just adore this car. It's, you know, you guys that are super into your cars will understand this, but to like your average person, you really just cannot explain to them the love you have for, you know, your project car. It's unmatchable, absolutely unmatchable, and I'd do it all over again in a heartbeat. You know, the car's been many different colors, it's had many different sets of wheels. Fuck, I honestly don't even know how many miles are on the car, because the guy before me swapped the motor and the cluster. So fuck, for all I know, this thing could have 1,000,000 miles on it. I don't care. Absolutely love it. The car is absolutely my baby. You know, over the years it's been through a lot of different phases that kind of reflect my age, I'm not gonna lie. The car was bright orange at one time, but it was cool in its own right. But I definitely like it a lot better now that it's, you know, metallic charcoal. The car has 16-inch Rota C8 wheels. It has Blackworks Racing billet lower control arms. The rear interior is gutted. It's got strut braces front and rear, CX Racing T3 T4 hybrid turbo kit, carbon fiber hood, custom built rear spoiler that you guys saw me make, as well as a ton of different other stuff. You know, I know there's a shitload of stuff I'm forgetting, but it's been my just absolute, like, the love of my life, for lack of a better word, and it's always been a project since I've owned it, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But like I said, I wanted to share the story of, you know, kind of how I ended up with this car, because I think it's really cool that I saved the car from going to the junkyard, and it's been a just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just been like my most prized possession ever since. I've had some of the best times in my life in this car. I've had some of the worst times in my life, you know, while I'm driving this car. And it was always, you know, when times were really tough and I was, you know, really down on my luck and shit like that, I'd just, you know, there'd be times I'd just literally just go sit in the car, just, you know, not do anything, nothing, not even listen to the radio, just sit in the driver's seat and just, you know, relax and, you know, kind of get my mind right. And I feel like this car's helped me through a lot of tough times in my life, and I feel like a lot of other people can relate to that, because, you know, a bond that a guy or a girl has with their car that they're really passionate about is something you really just can't, you know, you can't deny it, you can't break it, anything like that. So I love the story of how I ended up with the car. I really do. I think it's really awesome. Like I said, I really wanted to share it with you guys. I really don't have many videos of the car on the channel, which luckily we're coming out of winter and the car's got a fresh trans in it. So hopefully we're going to change that, and I can get a bunch more videos of the Civic up for you guys. As always, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. You guys really don't understand how much it means to me. You know, you guys that like the videos and subscribe, and, you know, all the people comment and, you know, I have a conversation with, you know, it really does mean a lot to me. And as always, I hope you guys have a killer day. I really hope that you hit that subscribe button, hang out with me, enjoy all the videos that I got up for you guys, and go through this journey with me as I make more videos and try to make this channel something awesome. But I'll talk to you guys later, and take care.